Hey, and welcome back. So, we've got a new divine to hatch today. I did also manage to go through and finally unlock Frigg from the divine altar, which did also mean that we managed to unlock the bone dragon. So, we need to try and breed him at some point, hopefully very soon, because his token only lasts for a week. But anyway, we've unlocked that new divine, but we do have a different, wonderful divine to hatch today, and another new dragon. But this, of course, is the egg of Mr. LONGWANG, who is arguably best dragon in this event, purely on name alone, but he is a divine water and wind dragon. And because he does have water, it does mean that he does have a place in a lot of dungeon teams. The wind kind of helps. It's not a necessity like, say, Ancient Divine Water is, but the wind can still help with reducing damage and things like that. But now we've only got 2 more dragons to go, and then we get Freya. So, a powerful ally of the Eastern Divines, the Long-Wang Dragon not only commands respect, but also has dominion over the sea and all creatures within. You'd better be kind to it if you fancy a swim. So, if you can't swim, then don't be nice to Longwang, I guess. Okay, yeah, don't be mean to pretty little Longwang. You know, I'm sure he hasn't done anything wrong. But, yes, I'd just like to reiterate, because a lot of people keep asking, even though I've gone through this before, why is Longwang called Longwang? Yes, it's very comical to say an English person or an American or someone else from over here. But, you know, Long and Wang, it does actually have meaning for where Longwang is from. In Chinese, for example, Long means dragon and Wang means king. So it means dragon king. That's what Longwang is supposed to be. So you could say he's a victor in more than just one way. But, you know, baby little Longwang. He's also a very cute looking dragon. A lot of people initially didn't really like the design of Longwang, but that's because when they first released the image files and everything, he didn't have his patterns on his tail. You know, the blue sort of lines that go all along his body. But eventually they did add those in. And I have to say, he does look a lot spicier now. Definitely does look cooler. Almost a little bit more futuristic. But, very cool looking dragon. And again, the Dragon King is technically his true meaning of his name. So, it depends. You know, I've got all these ancients and everything that are technically, you know, the true dragon overlords, but you could also keep Longwang as the Dragon King for now. But, you know, like I said, a lot of people have used Longwang because of that water element, but it depends on what's suitable for your particular team. But he's definitely an option if you do need a healer. So the other dragon that we've got today, that is not a divine, is of course little Astrologist from the 3-month collection. So, Astrologist is only an epic, but he's got a very cool little design on his tail. Do you see all that spinning zoominess? I like it. But he's an energy, light, and void dragon. So, with him being an epic, I would say that, you know, he's not going to be a useful dragon for most teams, but he looks cool. And that's all that matters. So, scholars of the dragon world, astrologist dragons are experts on the various zodiac creatures of Dragonlandia. It's said that long ago these dragons summoned the zodiac dragons down from the heavens, which would require an awful lot of power, Nelu. I don't know how you did that, but, you know, I'm sure you didn't do it when you were looking this tiny. Look at this tiny bird boy. Imagine being a bird like this, and you can't even fly. Yes, I'm looking at you, emus. I don't think emus can fly, can they? Cassowaries, no, I'm pretty sure they can't fly because they're just too large, whereas little Nelu here just does not possess any wing-like structures, which makes me question, why do you look like an owl? Anyway, I'm sure it's not that important at the end of the day, but in the adult form of Astrologist, they do also get a pair of glasses from somewhere. I'm going to put it out there, I did not provide them with those glasses, so it must have been inside the scroll or something. I don't know, were you hiding those? And also your ball also grew in size. Your ball grew much larger, Astrologist. Good for you, my friend. But that's another new dragon, like I said, which does also mean that now that we've got another divine hatched, I will be popping Freya in, because Frigg is Frigg, and frick that, so Freya it is. We've got another 2 dragons, actually. So maybe what I'll do, outside of breeding for Bone, because of course Bone is here, and the problem with Bone is that if you check the Empress breeding, we need Earth, Plant, Fire, and Water. And to breed Bone, we need Earth, Plant, Fire, and Water. So basically we have to use the exact same combination as what we used for the Empress, except now we also have to breed Bone with it. So I've already succeeded in breeding the Empress, which is actually kind of bad, because we're in the middle of a castle event still. So I'm just not going to worry about the breeding points at the moment, but it means that, essentially, if I'm not using a double egg relic, I might get a 2-day breeding time, but I'm not going to know what dragon it is. So, I've got lots of double egg relics, I'm going to use them. I've got double breeding den relics, but you can see Bones here, the Empress is here. Sorry, not Empress, the Empress. I'm going to always make that mistake. Why? Why did they do this? But I have been getting a lot of really short timers, which is okay, but it's not okay when my hatchery is full. So, yes, the goal to continue to try and breed Bone will keep going. I'm going to be very, very salty if somehow I manage to get the Empress that quickly, but I don't manage to get Bone, because I literally only bought Frigg and bothered with that just to get Bone. So yes, I'd be incredibly salty if I ended up missing out. But coming back to Divine Party Foul, I've missed 1 reset so far, but this has been my key luck so far, so you can see 4 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, and on level 6 I've only opened 2 chests so far. So, we've still got all the others to go, but Fjord should be doable within 2 days. I don't really need the other Pangu pieces, but maybe we'll do it anyway. But, you know, it does mean that dungeon farming no longer necessary, because the Divine Altar has been cleared. It's been cleared of anything useful. So, you know, I don't need any duplicates of any of these, except if I want to go for another tier. Like at 4.3k, you can get 200 gems, but unless I can get another K free to play, I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother. It's been 4 weeks of dungeon grinding. I'm so tired. I'm so very tired. But, you know, main thing is, new divines are coming out of the wazoo. We gotta wait another 4 days for another new divine. Then we'll hatch Frigg, and then we'll get Freya, and then we'll get Oracle. We'll have lots of cool stuff. What's our DCP looking at now? 162,000? I feel like it hasn't even moved in about 6 months. It has. It definitely has. The progress is so long-winded, especially when you don't just buy everything that comes out. But anyway, you know, I'm gonna go. I'm in an awful lot of pain, but having Longwang on my islands fills me with a little bit of joy and allows me to continue with my day. So I appreciate you being here. I'm sure we'll have more hatchings soon, but, you know, it's going to be sporadic with uploads because I don't know what's happening IRL at the moment. So have fun and continue with your progress. If you're very close to another divine, good luck. I hope your dungeon grinding is good and you get many times 18s. But until then, adios.